All right, as the co-creator and chief financial officer of the film fan club show, where the fuck is Sam? Uh, Mr. Detective Peyton, have you guys seen him? Heard from him?
No,
This
if
is our
anything, I
star
thought
guy.
you would be the one to hear from him. All right. I thought as chief, what was chief financial advisor,
Ossifer. Yeah,
Chief
officer,
Fun Officer?
that's
chief
right.
fun. Oh, okay. I
Chief
thought you
Fun
would know.
Officer. I received an encrypted message, but
Oh.
his location's off. Anyone else
I
get
didn't
that?
even get a message. No.
Well, what does the message say, Eduardo?
It says, and I quote, carry on.
Well,
And
it can
yeah,
only mean one thing. We
What's
have to
that?
talk about Alien. Obviously, Alien Earth is the talk of the whole universe right now, and we need someone
yeah.
on this channel, God damn it, to talk about it. We should
Let's
only
get
talk
to it.
about two episodes though, because the rest is kind of hard to get through.
You know what? That's fair.
First of all, we the Alien franchise has been around since what, 79? So Ridley Scott, and then he handed it over to James Cameron, and then I think it was David Fincher who did the third one. I forget who did the fourth one, but and then we got a couple other films after that. AVP, two of those. Then Ridley Scott came back with Prometheus. Did he direct Alien Covenant? Ridley
I
Scott?
believe so.
Okay. And then what did we get? Disney took over. Disney bought Fox, and with that, the rights to the franchise, right? Uh, I didn't think they were going to touch it, to be honest. But then we got Alien Romulus, which came out, I believe, last year. Anyone correct
Hmm.
me if I'm wrong, right?
No, that is
Yeah,
spot
last
on.
year.
Yeah, and I love that film. Not perfect, but it was a good reboot or a good like way to bring people back. I don't think it's considered a reboot per se, but and then we got Alien Earth. The main thing that sticks out to me is something that I think is a good way to start talking about it is the fact that they're using a lot of younger actors now, right? Since Disney took over. So yeah, I got through the first two episodes. I want to hear what are your guys' initial thoughts?
So I'm not a diehard Alien fan by any means. First one, classic.
Mm.
Okay, I can throw no shade at that. And then like sequels, you start losing me a little bit. Not gonna lie. I went and saw Prometheus when it was in theaters. I had a good time. All right, I found it unoffensive. Covenant, I found very offensive. We don't have to dive into that, but if we need to dive into that, we'll dive into that later. And then Romulus, again, I found it so unoffensive. I thought it was, I forgot who said it. Someone in this group said it's kind of like the Force Awakens of the Alien franchise. And it's like, you know what? Yes, but you know what? That is fine by me right now. And then Alien Earth, I did not have an extremely horrible time. However, here's the thing TV shows are really difficult for me. There are so many cooks in the kitchen with TV shows that from episode to episode, things tonally shift. You have new directors for various episodes, and it's really hard for me to stay committed to a TV show. Now, just to get initial opinions out of the way first, I like the world building to an extent. I thought the concept was fine. Initially, I did not watch any trailers or anything leading up to this. So at first, when it opens with a crew in a ship, I went, all right, we're doing this again. But you know what? That's kind of what I love about Alien. Let's just do it again. And then it quickly takes a left turn. And we're not
Yeah.
doing that. We are going elsewhere. What bothered me the
Mhm.
most were some performances, but we will dive into that in just a bit.
I agree about the performances. We can go back to Covenant later because that actually might be more interesting to talk about. Um, but yeah, it almost felt kind of directionless, like like they just went with the first take on everything. That's kind of what it feels like for a lot of the scenes. Um, some of the editing is also kind of strange. I don't know if you guys felt that way. Yeah, at the end of the day, I'm just kind of like, who asked for this kind of story? It almost
That's for
feels like a repurposed, like a pilot for a different kind of show, and then someone was like, "Hey, let's make this Alien." Um, because it's definitely doing new things, but yeah, I'm like, who asked for this? You know, I think um, I think they should have done another movie like after Romulus. I was thinking that's the move. Obviously, it seemed to have been
I think
well
it will.
received. Um, so. I mean, if it is getting another movie, this is just kind of like filler, you know. At least that's what I'm only 2 episodes in. Um, and I can't say I'm hooked, but I don't know. Maybe I'll get drunk one night and see what happens.
Yeah, that's I'm with you there in terms of like who asked for this per se, because after seeing Romulus, I was like, wow, this is great, right? At first, I was not excited at all about that film, but once you actually watch it, I was like, oh, everyone's great, the cinematography's great. Then you watch this, and you don't really see much of anything that sticks out as like, wow, as far as like the cinematography, the acting, the casting. The only casting choice that I actually do like is the lead girl, the lead
Wendy.
Yeah, yeah.
Wendy,
Yeah.
and Timothy Oliphant. He's always great, but we haven't really seen much from him in the first 2 episodes. But other than that, like you get the main premise of the story is like it feels like another story about a synthetic trying to find their purpose. Like we're following an android, and it feels almost more Blade Runner-y, and that's I feel like that's been a big topic of discussion online too. Is like how it
Feels very
feels
Blade
more
Runner.
like a Blade Runner film. The themes that they're um, hitting on there, and then the aliens kind of seem like second rate. Like it's like, oh, okay. But like, here's the thing. I had no expectations, right? And I don't really connect with any of the characters, but there are like sequences that I'm like that actually do appeal to me. Like, do you guys remember they're in the building, there's like these wigged actor theater guys that are
Yeah.
meeting, I
Yeah,
guess having a
yeah.
Having
party.
a dinner party. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was weird.
That whole sequence was actually hilarious, and I actually watched it back again. And I was like, "Oh, this is like the highlight for me. This is hilarious." I don't know
Yeah,
about you guys, but
and then seeing them all get butchered.
yeah,
Are we doing
yeah. And then
spoilers?
I assume we are. We
Yeah.
are now.
Does
well,
anyone care? Does
well,
anyone
we're
care?
there. Let's just do it. It's the second
Yeah.
to last episode, right? Right, guys?
Uh,
I don't care. The
yeah.
xenomorph flying through the living room. I thought that was cool. Seeing that's what
Mhm.
appeals to me a little bit is like the idea of a xenomorph being like yeah, or all around on Earth. And I think if we see more of that, I'll be like, okay, I'm interested in interior homes because we may have seen that in what was it, Requiem, Requiem, but that was a horrible film. So
Oh, dude, I didn't even see it.
Requiem.
I didn't even watch that one.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think? Does the idea of aliens being on Earth, the xenomorphs on Earth, sound interesting? If you were to before seeing this, if you were to think about the concept of it, would that appeal to you guys? Like,
It
what do
does
you guys
to
think?
me. That's kind of where my like I like the concept, kind of like basically they're having like a zombie apocalypse. Well, if the show continues in this direction, again, we're 2 episodes in. We're talking about the first two
Mhm.
episodes. If it turns into this like apocalyptic level event for this poor city, and just normal like civilians are being terrorized by extraterrestrial life, yeah, I could see a world where I would enjoy that and everything. But I don't know if that's where the show's going. I don't know how long we're going to be investigating through the shipwreck right now. I have a friend who's been keeping up with every single episode. Told him I was watching the show. And this is kind of where I have a problem with TV shows. He told me, "Oh yeah, I think episode 5 is really going to start to pick up speed." And it's
Oh
like,
no.
okay, see, that's where I don't like that I have to wait so long with a lot of TV shows for it's like, now it gets good. You got to deal with this for a little bit, but now, trust me, it's going to really get good.
See, when you say that, I immediately think of Andor season 2 because I felt the
It's a
same way about
perfect
that show.
example. Yeah.
It
I'm still
got
gonna watch
really
it.
freaking good. The second half has got, I don't know why it just really picked up for me. And I don't know, I felt like you were almost like being hypnotized slowly, slowly. And then, but anyways, that's another example of like a slow burn. There are other shows that do that. But for me, it's like you kind of have to do, I feel like the tone was inconsistent is inconsistent with this show so far.
Yeah.
Especially with like the choice of music, obviously they're using different directors every episode, so
Oh my
that's
gosh.
that's
You just
that's
reminded
the
me
thing
that
with series.
the second episode ended with the Tool song. I was like, did
Yeah.
my phone start playing randomly? That was, I don't know, it took me out a little bit, but you know,
It took me
they're
out as
trying new
well.
things. They're trying new things. How do
The
we feel about
story.
like the plot points? Yeah, like the
So where
Wendy
do we
character.
start? How does
I'll
it
start with
start again?
her.
Let's
It starts with like that fake out that Peyton was talking about. You think it's going to be like Alien, and then
Hmm.
like
yeah.
uh they all died, right? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Uh
they all died, and now we're on Earth. And if that's what, yeah, I guess that's Earth. And we got consciousnesses being transferred from sickly little
Right.
kids to
oh, dude,
android bodies.
that actor, I like freaking hate him for like the little kid, or not the kid, but he's like the 20-year-old like genius, the boy genius or
Oh,
whatever, the
boy,
CEO.
genius. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I don't know why I just can't stand him. Remember when he was
I
holding the
can't
iPad
even.
with his feet?
Yeah.
That
There
was
are a
It's
lot
not
hilarious.
of
even
bold
like.
character choices.
Yeah,
It's not even like. It's not even like Joffrey light, or like you love to hate him. It's just he just. I don't really like want to see him. Like it's like I
he's
don't think
just
he's a great actor.
obnoxious. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And well, I don't want to say he's a bad actor. I feel like the writing. It's like it's something to do with the writing and the tone. Just feels. It also just feels like we've already seen this like before. It doesn't
Yeah.
feel fresh per se. It
Um,
starts off with that crew, right? And it looks like you're back
Hmm.
on Alien, like the original Alien, like almost like they could have swapped out the cast. And it was like, oh, we're back here in like late 70s. How do we feel about that? And then there's the one guy that survives. He's a cyborg, right?
yeah.
Right.
And
This is it synth or cyborg?
I think
They
he's a
kept
full-on
saying
cyborg.
cyborg. They kept, yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
cyborg.
He actually was a cyborg, I think. He had
Okay.
like weapons
Yeah, yeah,
for
yeah.
hands and
He was a
yeah,
Terminator.
basically. I still don't understand where that story plot point is going, like with him, what his motives are, but
I'm
I guess we're
assuming
gonna
he's
see
like
more of
a
that.
super uh version of the android from the first one.
There's
What was
always
his
a bad
name?
one.
There's always
Bishop?
a bad one. You have to have
Uh,
a bad robot in the mix.
Kane?
Is
Was
it
it Kane?
Kane? No, Ash. Ash.
Ash. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The scientist, right?
Mhm.
Um, but it feels like that, but like to like the 11th degree, he's like he becomes a hunter too, like across.
Right.
I have to get this xenomorph for whoever he's working for. I'm assuming for Wayland's Yutani, but
Yep. Okay, so that
um,
brings up another point. Did you guys know that the Earth was divided into like four corporations? Did we know that already? Oh, I guess five with Prodigy now.
Right.
Did we
Five
know that
with
before?
Prodigy now. Are you talking like in the Alien universe? Did we know about this or?
Yeah. Or is that something that they just decided to make official, make canon, just with the
I
series?
well, I don't know if it is in canon with any of the movies. I think it's kind of doing its own thing.
Yeah.
Alien
It's like
Earth, you think's doing its own thing?
No,
I'm pretty sure. I
I
don't
think
think it's like a
it's
sequel to Romulus.
no, it's not a sequel, but
No.
they made a timeline of it where it fits like after
Okay.
Alien Covenant, I think. I think
Okay.
that's what I
All
read
right.
somewhere. Could be
Not
wrong.
hashtag not my canon. I will. I mean, I guess there hasn't really been anything like universe breaking or whatever.
It is
So Wendy,
unoffensive to
right?
the timeline. Yeah, Wendy. Wendy was my favorite too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about her. So the story picks up with her a little sickly cancer. I'm assuming it's cancer. I don't know if they said for sure, right? That she had, what she had. She looks like cancer.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and I thought maybe Timothy Oliphant's character was just a guy, but I guess he's an android, right? A synthetic. I
Yeah,
guess.
he started doing stuff with the computer where he was plugging himself in and everything. So I assume yes.
Mhm. Right.
Something. I thought he was
And
her dad
so
at first.
yeah, me too, me
Same.
too. And then I thought that lady, the lady scientist, was going to be her mom, and maybe she was like the reason that they started Prodigy was because she got sick and they needed. Anyways,
That would
the
make
fact
sense.
that they
That'd
got
make for an interesting story.
right, right, but then you see that this genius guy or this young billionaire dude who's like in early 20s, in charge of things, and then immediately I'm like, okay, why did he have a rich dad? I thought it was Wayland at first. I thought, is this like Wayland's grandson or something, son? And then you have all these kids come out of nowhere and they all, they're Peter Pan, right? They're Peter Panning them. They're Neverland. They literally call it Neverland, right? The
The
the, the
place is,
island on which
yeah.
they, yeah.
Did you
And they're
guys
literally
watch that
called the Lost
movie?
Boys.
There you
Oh
go.
yeah,
Lost
yeah.
Boys.
Oh yeah, that's the Neverland was the title of that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Did you guys watch Poor Things?
Poor
No, I
Things,
didn't.
That like Emma Stone
similar
movie?
idea, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, but very, very different in execution. But yeah, like it was like a kid that gets into like an adult body.
Mhm.
So I'm hoping nothing weird happens. Like,
Um,
yeah,
yeah. Hollywood loves that.
it's
13
so
going on
weird.
30, like Freaky Friday, all these weird movies where like, what's going on here, Hollywood? What are you trying to tell us? Yeah.
Yeah, let's veer off into Peacemaker now. I know Sam hated
No.
it too.
I still haven't
Uh,
fully like sat down to watch that one.
look up James Gunn's tweets.
James
Anyways,
Gunn.
all right, back to Prometheus. A
Here we go.
far better
But
experience.
but yeah, okay, let's talk like the plot, right? So where it moves along, I still don't know for sure like what the cyborg dude's intentions are. I guess we're gonna find out. But and then Wendy, she's just trying to reunite with her brother. First of all, I just couldn't really get interested into the brother's stuff for whatever reason. I know he's a great actor because I've seen him in like Andor, for example.
Oh, he was in
But
Andor? Wow.
yeah, season one maybe. Like,
I
how do we feel about that side of things?
I am not exaggerating when I say he is thrown into the show. He is thrown
Yeah,
into the show with little to no explanation, and suddenly we as the audience are being told we need to care about him. But it is quite literally he is suddenly pushed in the show, and they go, "Here's who he is. This is his relationship.
mhm.
Boom, there you go." And it's like, okay, we're
And
doing this now.
he's just walking around like this
Yeah.
half the time.
How is he not dead?
Oh,
That's
God.
something I wrote down.
Dude,
How
oh
is he
yeah.
still alive?
Yeah.
Plot armor.
He should have died like 5 times.
Yeah. I like, okay, the first time I saw it, I like wasn't, I was paying half attention and I was like, oh, he's obviously a synthetic. I watched it again a second and third time. I'm like, did he survive all this?
Yeah.
This dude is like,
I don't know.
he doesn't have any special skills besides he has a good heart. I don't think maybe medical skills, but like,
Hey,
yeah.
I I guess everyone else on board just had a bad heart, you know.
Yeah,
Like
Um,
why do the
it's
military guys just die like that, you know? And he doesn't.
because the xenomorph liked to play around with him a little bit longer than the rest of them. That whole like dinner sequence we were talking about, the dinner party, xenomorph's going in there and killing them just like that. When it comes to him, we're
Yeah.
grabbing him, we're kicking his like stuff aside, and we gotta stare at him for a little bit. We gotta let it drool. And it's like, yeah,
And yeah, yeah. It was just okay, spoiler alert, the wig guy, right? Seeing him severed in half and crawling around.
oh
That
yeah.
was different. That was like, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, okay,
I,
that's wild. We're going.
I don't mind if it gets gory. I mean, it makes sense. But honestly, I feel like we've seen like too much of the xenomorph already. Like I would have kind of
Yeah,
like
good point.
built it up more. Not like there's a lot of like weird angles and shots. Like they're almost like showing too much of its body, at least for me. But maybe I am just like too used to like those like first couple of movies where like you like hardly ever actually see like a full xenomorph like
The
walking
first,
around. Yeah,
especially on the first one and the third one, maybe, right? Those ones in
yeah.
particular were more similar in that regard, where like less is more. And that, yeah, you're not really scared of the xenomorph. Like it's just like another creature that they captured
yeah.
from that shipwreck. And
Do you
I don't
think
know,
we're
man.
potentially going, they're setting up for like kind of pulling a Jurassic World where like, uh-oh, there's a new and better xenomorph that's more powerful. And that's the one you're going to be
Probably,
scared of.
Yeah,
probably
they'll probably
something
do
like
that
that.
again.
I think again, yeah, like a
Again, you're
different type
right.
of creature. Maybe it's not even the xenomorph or a variation of it. It could be one of those other alien creatures that they grabbed that they brought back. They might be from
Yeah.
different. They could be from different planets or whatever. You know.
See, if they really wanted to like build on like what was already established in the movies too, like they could have used some of those I know for some reason you don't like Covenant. Well, okay, I get why you don't like Covenant. I like half of it a lot. But they could have used like some of those aliens that were because those were pretty unique too. like the like white ones, the spine burster.
Yeah.
Oh
You
yeah.
remember that, Eddie?
Yeah.
Um, and also that like the weird one that was at the end of Prometheus. I don't know if you guys remember. It shows him for like a second. It's like a proto xenomorph kind of thing.
Was it kind of
Um,
grayish purplish when it came out? Grayish bluish or
yeah,
something?
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I guess you can still have a straight up xenomorph. That's fine. They'll probably get into some weird like hybrid with those aliens that were on there too. Like there was like the eye squid thing,
Yeah.
and like was it like a worm that like sucked up the
Right.
It was
blood?
like a
Remember?
tick, basically, a
Yeah.
extraterrestrial tick.
I mean, they
You
did
know
get
what
rid
I just
of Hibbity Jibbity, so
yeah. I have an idea. I think this is the theory. They could go with if they're talking about moving consciousness. What if they
oh
do
my
something with
God.
the cyborg with the xenomorph? I don't
He
know,
becomes the xenomorph.
or
Of course.
backwards.
Yeah, like a xenomorph gets the conscience of a
Oh my
cyborg or
God.
something.
A
You know,
xenomorph
Um,
into a cyborg?
I don't
yes,
think that's
Wow.
too outlandish of a theory.
it's
And
not.
he's just
It's
running
not. It,
around
it could
going,
happen. I'm like, dude, are you okay?
and he's
You're being
like,
weird again.
kills you.
But he doesn't have the same like body anymore. You have
Yeah.
to use opposable thumbs.
It's not a body, it's more of an
With the mouth, with the
you should cut
snout.
that soon.
Yeah, cut
Uh,
that sound.
wait, I mean, I don't know where Sam is. Where is Sam?
Right.
Sam's
I don't
gone.
know. I have
Classic
to
Sam.
investigate this. Um, hmm.
Yeah, what am I
Let's
paying you
see.
for as the chief
Let
financial
me.
officer?
Well, what about the cinematography? We didn't touch much on that. What do you guys think? I
There was
mean,
nothing that stood out to me. Oh,
right?
actually, I was gonna mention earlier, like it does feel like they just keep reusing a lot of the same sets or like very similar looking sets. Um,
Yeah.
and it
To
just
make
kind
it
of
feel
leaves the
alien.
impression, I don't know, but it feels like there should be more effort put into it in 2025. It just feels kind of cheap for the time, at least to me. But there's nothing that really stood out to me cinematography wise. I mean, maybe to you guys. What do you think?
Well, as a filmmaker, as you know, Ricardo, we are working on our own film. The cinematography from like Alien Earth, like I agree, like it wasn't anything that like really
Popped?
it's yeah, like really popped, but I did feel like it belonged in the Alien universe. I did buy into it. Like I did feel that it was, you know, it existed in the same realm. But I'm with you, like it's like they're still using the old like little computers from like the 70s, 80s that you see from like the original Alien movies. And to a degree, I appreciate that, but I'm also like, it just doesn't, it seems like it's outdated, but I guess
Yeah.
that's the problem, right? When you're continuing on from something that was made like half a century ago, you're kind of
Yeah.
bound by that time also to a
No,
degree.
you're
Well,
absolutely right. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer to that because that stuck out to me too. I was like, this is the future? Like with this tech? Like
Future.
I was like, okay. But you're right. It is like if we're going with like continuity and what the world building of Alien has already established, like, yes, I guess this is, but you're right. We're in 2025 now and we're being thrown all this stuff and going like, this is the future. And it's like, okay, I guess that is the future.
it almost
Yeah.
feels like Earth specifically should be kind of like a utopia, like super advanced 'cause to show the contrast of like the colonies and like remember in Romulus that planet looked like crap, you know?
Yeah.
And that's how it's should feel, I feel like. Um, I do kind of appreciate them doing a story on Earth because that was always teased at the end of Alien 4, Alien Resurrection.
Yep. Yep.
Um, but I kind of see what I wanted it is to be something we built up to that was like epic, you know, like have the most recent like Alien story lead into a movie where that ends up happening. Um, so it's almost like yeah, we're getting a story on Earth, but like it's not what I wanted.
Well, obviously, people wanted to see like Sigourney Weaver and her crew land on Earth and see where the story were to pick up from there, right? Um, but I guess just we got to redo things over as like the Terminator franchise, very stop and go. They keep restarting it. And
Dude.
yeah, we got kids now. That also brings up another point with the acting. Sometimes it feels like it's
Oh, Peyton was
off.
talking about that too.
Yeah, right, Peyton? I mean, like you're
That's
an actor, you
my
understand.
biggest gripe with the show. And now here's what I will say beforehand. There are a lot of things that can lead to bad acting. All right. Direction can be off, writing can be off. There are so many factors that, so this is not targeted towards any of the performers in any way, shape, or form. But
No.
this is an age old curse. No one knows how to write for children. And now you're doing something even more difficult where it is children in adult bodies. So now you have adults pretending to be children. And we already talked about the actress that plays Wendy. How it comes across to me is they really invested all of their time and effort to make Wendy a very believable character that's in this situation in this world. And then for the rest of them, the rest of the Lost Boys, it was like, all right, you're the stupid one, you're the
Yeah.
curious one, you don't know what the fuck's going on. And so a
Indian
lot of
kid.
them, yeah, a lot of them are doing like very over the top, like kind of like childish mannerisms. And it's not all kids are just like walking dummies. All right. They'll literally be like, hey, can I tell you a secret? Is it okay if we do like a secret between you and me? Like they'll literally just keep doing these
Yeah.
mannerisms the entire time. And it's like,
Yeah.
and so I was like, okay, are these like 5-year-olds? And then later on,
Yeah.
they're like 11, 12. And it's like, this is not how 11, 12-year-olds are acting. Like, that's just, it's not, they were told to be like, yeah, it's almost like they're a comedic relief of the show, but they're not intended to be. We're
Right.
supposed to take this seriously. And that was by far the most distracting part of the show for me.
Well, it's also like the bad maybe it's meant to show like bad leadership in regards to like the kid CEO. It's like we're giving power to these essentially we're putting these people in positions of authority. Like the guy looks like he's in his early 20s and he's being kind of a smart ass about everything. And then he's throwing these kid androids that have been, or I'm sorry, synthetics that have been synthetics for like a minute. And then now
Yeah.
they're search and rescue. Like they're freaking
None of
not
them
even,
are
how old were they?
terrified enough either. The two, I forgot the
Right.
name of the other guy
11,
that's
12.
sticking with Wendy, but
12.
there's a point where he goes, I'm 11, she just turned 12. And it's like, these are not
Oh,
11,
okay.
12-year-olds, first of all, but also just kind of talking about them being thrown into this situation. They're
Hmm.
not scared enough for my liking, for
Yeah.
children having
Yeah.
aliens literally running around trying to kill them. They just kind of have like these wide eyes, like, what's going
That's
on?
it.
And it's like,
Where are
okay,
we?
yeah, where, and I
Where are
don't buy it. I do not buy anything they're giving me right now.
I
They're
think that's the
supposed to
main thing that
be
bothers me.
they're supposed to be like super powered too, right? Or did I imagine that? Yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah.
they
They
Well,
are. They are.
definitely
yeah.
have. She jumped off a cliff at
Yeah,
the
exactly.
beginning and
That's
landed on her
what I
feet.
just remembered.
Yeah,
Super strength and like super speed, I think, right? And obviously they're rope like super indestructible. I mean, they can blow up and like they can still get chopped apart, I think, but like they don't bleed per se, right?
right.
It takes a lot for them to get killed.
You
Like they,
bleed.
You will.
Yeah. Hashtag restore the Snyderverse.
right? Uh, I'm with you there. But I think Sam is too. Sam, remember that guy?
He's
R.I.P.
missing. I
Oh
don't know what
wait, no,
happened to him.
Yeah,
he's not dead.
I haven't talked to him in 15 years.
Well, how do we think? Do you think David could have been incorporated into the series somehow? Like
Let's talk about it.
he's. Let's talk about David. I feel like is there a way where we lead up to David or
So he should have been an
back to
alien
David?
Romulus. They should have cast Michael Fassbender in Alien Romulus as the synthetic that was on board the station instead of doing the weird um
Ash.
bringing Ash back to life with CGI. You know,
Right.
it's a little disrespectful to the dead, I think. Um, when Michael Fassbender's walking around, would have been
Yeah.
the perfect role for David. It would have made sense too if it was the because of like all of the specimens that he had taken from the engineer planet. Super simple way of tying the story together, and you still could have done a new story like Romulus, going
Yeah.
through all the same things, and then somehow it ends up on Earth, and there we go, alien Earth, and
I
maybe
agree.
David uploads his consciousness into a xenomorph.
I think that would be like the best for him, honestly. That's like the last thing that would be like the next step for him. Yeah.
Imagine
He
like
becoming a queen xenomorph.
oh my God, yeah, and it still has like David's face like on her shoulder or something.
Oh my, that's creepy.
And he's like, "Oh,
That's just creepy, actually.
hire me."
Hire me. Come on. Let's go. Let's do this. Let me ask you guys this. How do we feel about the franchise going forward? Because we had Romulus, and I feel like most people enjoyed that film, right? At least us three, right?
Yeah.
How, we don't always stick the landing with, but as a friend, like with Star Wars, we have our favorites. You have Andor, who most people enjoy, and then you have like the other shows that maybe not everyone enjoys. How do we feel about Alien so far, or at this point?
Like I said in the beginning, I'm such a casual Alien fan. I will not be diehard for this franchise in any way, shape, or form. But if a movie looks cool, like Romulus did to me, I was like, oh shit,
Mhm.
I will definitely go and see it.
That's fair. I would probably say about the same thing. I might wait till this show's fully like completed and then just binge the rest of it. That's probably what I'll do.
If you tell me I should watch it or finish it,
Yeah,
I'll finish it.
we'll finish
Um,
Andor for sure.
yeah, I'll have to do that first. But
Mhm.
I'm not super interested. I feel like I can kind of tell where the story's gonna go, and I'm just like, yeah, there might be another two episodes on the ship, probably at least, and then eventually there's gonna be like a nest somewhere in the city. They'll have to go burn it
Oh
down,
yeah,
and that's it. And then
yeah.
they'll have a shot at the end where like, oh my God, a xenomorph survived. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
That's
Yeah.
what's gonna happen. But then it makes you wonder. Then that's all the other thing. It's like because this takes place before the original Alien films, I believe, right?
Okay,
So
so
it's
I
like,
need
that
to
is
see
kind of
this
weird.
timeline of like
yeah.
where this
Hold
fits
on.
in.
Maybe we can.
It does make sense
Uh,
because they seem to have Wayland Yutani did seem to have information about a xenomorph in the original Alien
mhm.
because
Mm.
they did task Ash to bring back specimen at all costs. Um,
Yeah. Let me
so I
see.
guess it can make sense, but I'm sure someone online is going to be like, actually, it doesn't make sense at all.
Alien
It's just
Earth
going to
fits into
say
the
it
Alien
doesn't.
franchise timeline by taking place in the year 2021-20. That tells me nothing. 2 years before the original Alien film. Okay.
How many years? 2 years?
2 years before. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I think I found a good timeline.
Oh, I see. Okay. So maybe it's going to lead into maybe we'll see some original or some of the original film characters, maybe played by other actors.
They're
I
going to
could see
do
them
a
showing the Reeboks at the end, like if the Sigourney Weaver's character, Alan Ripley's Reeboks, stepping into the ship as they take off.
that might be cool. Yeah, you like see like the back of her.
That would definitely be a very
Where
fan servicey thing that I feel
yeah,
like Disney would be crazy about doing so that everybody could be like, oh my God, I
right.
know her.
We have to keep
Well, the
bringing
fact,
actors back to
yeah,
life, and well, I guess Sigourney Weaver's still alive, but it'll be like a super de-aged face.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. The 100%. That is something Hollywood has not gotten right yet. We don't know how to de-age yet.
not entirely. Well, what was I going to say? The fact that it's mainly focusing on like a rival corporation minimizes that possibility of us actually seeing those characters. Um,
True.
right? I mean, there could be if the show keeps going past the first season, which I don't know at this point, to be honest. Maybe we could see that, but probably not anytime soon.
Oh, yeah. Is this something they're wanting to do multiple seasons for? Or is this just one of those shows where it's like, this is it? we just have one season? That's a good question.
I guess they're gonna wait and see, but so far, like we said, not quite impressed. But
Yeah,
it's not horrible, right? Like, there's still some good sequences here and
I
there that
know
are
that's
fun to
the thing.
watch.
I do want to say like I didn't hate it in any way,
Mhm.
shape, or form. It is not the worst thing I've ever watched ever. Of course, I just don't know if I'll continue. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll be like Ricky and just get drunk one night and just binge the whole
yeah,
thing,
yeah, or high, or both.
or both.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I'm trying to think. Is there anything else I wanted to mention about it? Um, yeah, none of the characters have really pulled me in. Like Wendy a little bit. She's at least understandable as a character. Um, and
Yeah.
the actor's doing a great job. But I don't know. Yeah, maybe 5 episodes in, there will be something that finally hooks me. I don't know.
Yeah. No, they went all in on Wendy's character development and just everyone else has been left to dry, is how I
Yeah.
feel.
But it's also just 2 episodes, so it's like it's hard to really judge it. But it's like it is easy, but it's also like, you know, mm. Like yeah, you establish who the main character is, and she's not super interesting, but you can follow her. But everyone else, it's like literally nothing. No,
Yeah,
almost feels like no effort at all.
they're just plot pieces, you know,
Yeah.
things that need to
Xenomorphs
be.
don't even matter.
Yeah, I'm
You know?
just yeah, I don't know. It's missing that the tone, the like that touch that makes that Ridley Scott had that was Romulus got close to replicating it, at least like hitting those beats. But yeah, I don't know. This feels
Yeah.
like generic sci-fi show with xenomorphs in it.
The Blade Runner
Um,
themes, right? The am I human? Or how am I a robot? What am I?
It's very
Something
Blade
else?
Runner.
Yeah. It
yeah.
feels more like that, right? But anyways, what would you guys rate it if you had to put it on a scale? Do we do that on the show? Do we rate them?
Yeah, do we rate on the
Uh, I,
FCO?
FFC CFO. Um, whenever I'm on
Fugoku?
the show, we do ratings out of 10, buddy. And let me tell you, this
Oh
is a
my God.
5. This is a generic,
That's rough.
middle of the road, maybe 5.5, because it's semi-exciting. And there's some effort in like the special effects score. Um, but yeah, I wouldn't give anything past a 6,
Well,
personally.
it's like it seems like you guys said, like they're recycling sets and effects, stuff that they just had already ready to go from like maybe even Alien Romulus, right?
Hmm.
Like they probably literally are using the exact same sets, and it's fine, it's whatever. But I will give it a 6. I'll give it a 6. Uh, I do like the main character. I don't love her, but I think if you have at least a decent lead, then you can go somewhere. You just
Well,
got
you
to give it
shouldn't
some
love her.
time.
She's a child.
That's not what I mean. But good point. Yes, there's a
Wait,
difference between loving someone and being in love. But yes,
true.
I was also going to give it a 6. That I think that is spot on. I think it is. I don't think it. I think it is the most slightly above average you can possibly get.
Yeah.
All right. There's the line of average. They have a foot over it. All right. We have entered slightly above average. As much as I was trashing on the show, I do not think it's horrible, but I do not think it's fantastic. Nor do I think I'll
yeah.
continue, but we'll see. We'll see where the wind takes me.
Let's see.
Alien Covenant is
None of us
obviously
are
a,
excited
a
about it.
Alien
9.9.
Covenant's a 2. Alien Covenant's
Damn.
Oh, let's
Is it
do that.
because
Hey, Eddie, what would you give Alien Covenant? You
at
just
least
gave
more
this
than what
show
I
a 6.
7.5, 7? Well, because you still have one of my favorite actors in it, Michael Fassbender. Even though it
Uh,
kind of shits on Prometheus in a lot of ways, like you're still continuing some of those plot elements or the characters. One character, I guess. Um, Prometheus was definitely like higher 7, 8, maybe an 8 for me, but neither of those films are perfect. Let's be honest.
no. Yeah, I'd give Prometheus an 8.2.
Did you give
Just
Covenant a higher score?
no, no, no. I'd actually give Alien Covenant like a 7.1.
Okay.
But this one I'd give like a
The
5.5, you know? So
yeah.
there's my rubric.
So
Alien
is it a
1,
Rotten Tomato? Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
no,
Alien One is,
it's like barely fresh.
but not
And
certified fresh.
I'd give Alien versus Predator a 10 out of 10. That is a guilty pleasure film for me,
I
and I
get
will
Every
that.
time.
fuck with that movie till the day I die.
Yeah, I love
Gang,
that
gang.
movie. I think they'll probably go that road actually in the future. They'll do that again.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I think they've talked
Yeah,
about it. The
by Disney.
directors of the new Predator film, the last one that they did, with the Native Americans, that was cool. That's been my favorite
Right.
film since Disney took over, like Fox, Fox Films.
Yeah.
That
Prey
was cool. And then
Prey was a
I was gonna say they're
genuinely
gonna
great.
the director of that film and the director of like the Alien Romulus, I think they're buddies, and they talked about doing a newer Alien vs Predator crossover
That'd be
film.
dope.
So yeah, I'm here for it.
Wait, so what did would you actually have Covenant a 2?
Here's the thing with Covenant is I just don't care about that movie's existence in any way,
I
shape,
get
or
it.
form. Like, if you rewind this episode, the whole thing about like David, I was quiet the whole time because I do not give two shits about David. I love Michael Fassbender. Don't get me wrong. David, I don't care. I don't care about this dude named David.
Gotcha.
Alien Covenant, you know what? I'll give it a 5. We'll meet it on the average.
That's fair. That's
I'll
fair.
take it.
I'll take it.
It is not a
Um,
2. I swear it's not
see,
a 2.
it's because of Peyton that Romulus went the way it did, and they didn't get David.
Maybe.
It was
Yeah, that's probably it.
whispering
Still
in
need to
their
see David
ears.
one more time. Yeah. Well, Michael Fassbender also, I believe, took a break from acting around that time, so he's just now gotten back.
So 10 years of the film fan club coming to an end for the foreseeable future.
Well, since we are talking about Sam, let's talk about some good times that we had, like that one time where in my past life I was a detective, it's true. Back in April 2022, I
I
was
thought
an
you
FBI
still were.
agent, allegedly.
Wait, I keep sending you checks.
Well, I mean, I'm more on a PI type of program right now. I'm a private investigator. But anyways, remember that one time that I had to apprehend him? He tried to rob the Oscars, or what did he try to do? Something. You guys remember that?
You try to rig them.
Rig the
Yeah.
Oscars. Good
Unfortunately,
times.
he wasn't able to succeed.
Oh shit.
Thanks to me.
This is the second to last episode of the film fan club show.
It is, man.
Let's reminisce on the good times, like our Prometheus review way back in 2015.
Were you there
Uh,
too, Peyton?
I was not there too, but that was a hell of a segue, and I love it.
I think I
That's
think those
great.
were obviously for me I wasn't involved as much as Sam was, but those are my favorite episodes. I think the ones that we did in the studio at the very beginning at Tulsa Tech. Shout out
Oh,
Tulsa
that's
Tech.
cool.
Yeah. Um, and also this Hunger Games review that I did by myself in my pajamas, um,
I'm
in my
I'm
bedroom.
finding that later.
If it's
gonna
still
go
on
back
there,
and rewatch all this.
maybe you got taken down by the CEO.
Yeah.
Um, what about you guys? Oh, I guess Eddie, you're a
Well,
detective also,
I've
right?
been
Of
here
course.
just a few times. Reviewed, I think it was what was it? Hulk one? No, not the Hulk one. What was it called? Godzilla. The
Yeah.
-1. Great film, by the way. I love the that was
Everything.
one where you can tell they took their time. Yeah, yeah.
My favorite episode, I got to talk about Late Night with the Devil, which was my
Oh,
favorite film of
that's good.
2024. Big horror guy. We got Loomis. We
Yes.
got all this stuff. This is not Halloween decorations well, it is Halloween This is 365
Uh-huh.
days a year. We keep this
Nice.
stuff up. We love the horror genre, which is why
I
Alien.
love that movie, Late Night
Which
with the
one?
Devil.
Oh, I love Late Night with the Devil. So good.
Let's talk about that for a second. And that spoilers for Late Night with the Devil, but
Yeah.
that the ghost at the end. The fact that the way that they showed it was like a way I had like never seen a ghost before. It was like
Mm.
it literally looked like
It was
some sort
eerie.
of like breakage in like the like interdimensional digital kind of shit. That
Yeah.
Mm.
it was it was shocking because it's like almost like, oh, that's kind of what I feel like it would actually look like if there was a being like that. Demon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
man, that was trippy. That movie caught me off guard, that film. And when we went to go see that, I was like, I, it just feels like one of those that kind of makes you like stand still in time. I don't know, maybe I'm exaggerating, but that was a good one. I'd love to.
I
Did you
thought
guys
I
ever review
would.
that one?
Yeah, we did it during like a Halloween time
Uh-huh.
last year.
nice.
And I got to talk about Late Night with the Devil. Just one more thing about Late Night with the Devil. I thought there was a practical joke happening at the beginning of the film. I don't know how much you all remember this, but how many
Yeah.
companies worked on that film? And it's like two
Oh yeah,
minutes of just
yeah. The
logos
logos.
and logos. And they'll and we're sitting in the theater. My audience legit starts laughing. We think this is a part of the film that like they're doing this on purpose. And they're not. All of
Yeah.
those like
Oh wow,
studios worked
that's
on it.
real.
And that's real.
I thought that was part of the
Man,
joke. Well, it worked in their favor, I think.
It did.
I want to go back and watch your guys' review now because I have a lot to discuss. Like I want to like talk about in that one, but yeah, I'll do that. I'll just go back. But
Let's go back.
Alien,
Yeah, to the
yeah, okay,
Alien
Alien.
universe at least.
Yeah, yeah,
Everyone needs to watch Sound of Metal, by the way.
yeah, yeah. Great film. Yeah, there's so many great films out
Just
there.
gonna be another plug here for Sound of Metal.
Movie 43.
It's better than every movie that you've seen. This is to
Is
the
it better
audience
than
too.
Alien Covenant?
I would say yes. Is it better than Prometheus though?
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a what have you seen it?
Prometheus or Sound of Metal?
Sound of Metal.
I've seen Sound of Metal.
Sound of Prometheus. Sound of
Sound of
Respect,
Prometheus.
respect.
Prometheus.
I guess as like someone who dabbles in music, I like it. I just can I mean everyone can relate to like losing their hearing, but like very beautiful catharsis there, or
Yeah.
not relate to losing their hearing, but the fear of losing your hearing.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, beautiful catharsis there at the end. But yeah, yeah, we just want to catch everyone up on where everyone is at in life. Eddie, where are you at in life right now?
Well, I'm 31 years old, single.
Let's put Eddie's dating profile in the description.
No, 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 I'm cool. The I'm just happy with life right now, to be honest. It's trying to come into my own as a director now, writer and director again. Like I've done dabbled in that before, but I'm really trying to hone that now. And I've been focused on acting for the last like 10 plus years. But that's been fun. So I'm still going to be in acting, but I'm not going to be beholden to just that. I think it's important to also pave your own way, like, and stop waiting for permission to do stuff. Just put yourself in your own films, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. So possibly moving to California here in the next few months. Maybe I'll be seeing Peyton. And yeah, that is the next step for me. And being part of the film fan club has been fun, and sad to see that we have to end things, but this isn't the end of the road. Just new projects. Got to keep pushing. Eddie out.
Exactly. Peyton, how's life been treating you?
It's been good. I have had a roller coaster of careers just while I have been out in Los Angeles. I moved here to pursue acting. We got to achieve that. My whole thing was just before I die, I just want to be in a film. I just want to be in a film, not a film. Like I want to get casted in a film just based off of like my talent. Because like I've made stuff of my own that I've planted myself in. I was just like, I want to get cast in somebody else's thing, see if we can do it. And it happened. And then after that, I moved here at a very interesting time, right when the pandemic happened. So like acting opportunities were getting very limited. Throughout that, I started diving back into like my editing knowledge, and I started working for like creators, online personas, some Twitch streamers. And through that, I am now the video director at a radio station called Adobe Radio. They focus on pop punk alternative. Like we went to Warp Tour this year. We're going to go to When We Were Young in October. Just a good presence in that. And through that,
Nice.
I've gotten to still do some stuff in front of the camera, which initially I was like, don't put me in front of the camera. Don't put me in front of the camera. But I have learned I do enjoy doing interviews and everything. So the first interview I got to do was with the band 303, if anyone knows who that is.
Oh yeah.
Cobra Starship, got to interview with them. I've met this fantastic artist named Dwayne, who I absolutely love. And it's like, you know what? Maybe
Dwayne
like this
Johnson?
video, not him, but maybe this video journalistic route where I'm just being me and not a character. Maybe that's enough to keep me happy. And so far it has. I've been really enjoying it.
That. Yeah.
Good to hear.
Well, you could, speaking of Dwayne, Dwayne just plays himself in films, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. So you
That's
could
It's
just do
true.
that too.
That is true. That is true.
I'm kidding. I'm
The
excited about that
enigmatic.
A24 film.
Which one?
The Smashing Machine that he's going to be in soon.
Oh
It's
yeah, yeah,
coming
yeah.
out through A24. Yeah.
With his
He's actually going to act.
prosthetics.
Yeah. But that's cool, Peyton. Yeah, man. You should keep
Yeah.
at that for sure.
Yeah, like Eddie mentioned, life has been crazy. Well, I don't know if he said that actually, but we have been working on a more professional short film for the first time. We've had a lot of experience in the past few years working on our own stuff. Um, we have so much that still needs to be actually like put out. But we were inspired by recent film festivals and just that kind of world, and wanted to, tackle something a little more seriously. And yeah, I have a lot of faith in this project. And I know like no matter what we, no matter what happens in life, we enjoy writing. We enjoy just making stories come to life. You know, that's the beauty of film. It's what brought us all together. Um, I was also blessed to have a child this year. He's almost 7 months old. Um, Boy, does that change your life, and boy, does your sleep fade away. Um, but I wouldn't change anything, you know. Um, so Sam, uh, you've been you've been a great friend, a great person to just the right person to run a YouTube show like this. Um, I think there's so much personality in a lot of these videos, and I think you got a lot of really good work done, man. Whatever happened to Sam, anyways? You guys hear
I don't
anything?
know.
Dude, I have
He's
no
my
idea.
money maker.
It sounds like you're about to take the money and run. It sounds like.
Yeah.
I'm about to start a college fund.
Guys, I just
What?
got a ding here. His location is Dallas.
Dallas. My God.
Dallas.